Hello, I'm Ricky Lee, and today on the watch list, I'm joined by Morgan Lekstrom, Executive Chairman of Streamex. The company has announced the official launch date of GLDY, a yield-bearing gold-backed tokenized security designed to provide one-to-one physical gold exposure while generating income, a structure that aims to modernize how investors access gold. Morgan, welcome to the watch list.
Thanks for having me on the watch list.
So, Morgan, GLDY offers one-to-one physical gold exposure with yield, something gold investors haven't traditionally had. So, how do you see this product redefining gold ownership, and what differentiates it from ETFs or other tokenized gold offerings?
It's a really interesting question because that's probably one of the biggest questions we get is like, wait, why would I buy this when I could buy the ETF? Why would I buy this when I can buy GLD? Well, we'll start with the basics. If you're going to own an ETF that's a traditional gold ETF, great product, you're going to pay 30 to 40 basis points to hold it. When you own GLDY, it is still one-to-one backed with gold, but we'll pay you up to 400 basis points to hold it. So there's a fundamental differentiator right there. We are marrying what's called, I call a real world activity. So the use of gold, so that the adage of gold is just a pet rock that our friends in Wall Street used to say, we're making it not a pet rock. We're putting use to it. Fully insured, fully backed, one-to-one, and passing that use metric down to the holder of GLDY. So not only could an individual hold this, an ETF can hold it, an asset manager can hold it, an RIA and IRA can hold it. Because it's a security, we've designed the product to fit within the standard kind of traditional finance, but using DeFi to do that. So I see this dramatically changing how people hold gold. I see this as, I like to tell the story of my son where I handed him a silver coin once and I showed him my iPhone with a silver coin on it. And he grabbed my iPhone. He's like, that's cool. He's like, I don't, what, put the silver coin on the desk and walked away. And so that's kind of the new fundamental investor, right? They're like, I want to know it's there. I want to know it's digital, but do I need it in my hand? Less so. This kind of provides you all those avenues.
Amazing. And you've highlighted a potential annualized yield of up to 4% through gold leasing. What gives you confidence in the durability of that model, and how substantial is the yield across different market cycles?
Yeah, it's actually a quite substantial yield product. This market's been around for a very, very long time. Our partner Monetary Metals has been around for more than a decade. They're one of the largest, or the largest, in gold leasing right now, and we have exclusive with them. We're exclusive with them on anything to do with precious metals. So as we grow the product from gold into silver, which we've spoken about as well, but it's very durable across. So as you get fluctuations in the gold price market and you get ups and downs, that variability, that volatility makes leasing an even better avenue for manufacturers because they're no longer taking the capital risk, they're taking an operating risk. So it's almost no risk now. You're taking an operating financial item and removing it from being a capital financial item. So buying it and hedging it and all the costs of that, now it's just operating. So it's a very durable, expandable market. We are tapping into a very small portion of it, and we want to grow with that market. That market is very underutilized for gold right now. It's craving for it.
And you've disclosed over $100 million in indications of interest, and there's
Yep.
no cap on fund size. So, what does success look like in year one? And how do you plan to scale as institutional demand for tokenized real world assets grows?
Yeah, and as we launch the product, we'll be converting all those indications of interest into orders, into binding orders, and into the subscription agreement. So that really will start converting again into more and more GLDY out there. We are anticipating a bit of a cascade effect. Once you get one or two people kind of buying this, and it's either available in their ETF, and it's taking away some of their ETF fees, or it's now available to the public, which it will be through standard purchases. We anticipate a cascade effect. We're aiming for $1 billion in the first year. A lot of people have told us we're going to get more. We're very conservative. Our chief investment officer, Mitch Williams, has a significant background in the traditional finance space, coming from the Kuwaiti Sovereign Wealth Fund and Oppenheimer Fund. So I like to quote him, I like to be ultra conservative. That is the way you build a business. You build a business by under promising and over delivering. That's how we're going to deliver on GLDY and then our silver product and so on in our roadmap.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Morgan.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Once again, that is Morgan Lekstrom, Executive Chairman of Streamex Corporation. For more on GLDY and the company's tokenized asset platform, visit streamex.com. That's all for this episode of The Watch List. I'm Ricky Lee. Make good choices today.